Today is August 6th. It's a cool day. I'm going to start my groundwork with some lunging today. See how his canter's doing, see how it's progressing. I do 3 transitions, typically just short ones on a shorter lunge line. Today I'm going to assess it to see if it's where I feel comfortable cantering on his back without interfering with him. And what that looks like to me is that he can carry himself consistently for two to 3 circles without getting disunited behind, swapping leads behind, breaking into a trot, looking stress behavior going into the canter, coming out of the canter. So if he can canter for me on cue, quietly for 2 to 3 laps, then I feel he's ready for me to canter on his back for a couple of strides. He's not out there practicing cantering in the field. So the only time he's cantering here is when I lunge him. And lunging's on a circle, which is difficult. So it's important for me to assess him carefully. I don't want to tax his joints. If he was 5 or 6, I might push him a little bit more in the canter, but he's only 3. And my goal is to make sure that I don't cause any long-term damage on him. So yes, I have been cantering him on the lunge, but I haven't asked him to go for very long. He's picking up the leads for me now, very quietly, finally without a whole bunch of stress behavior, so that's a win. So I thought I'd film today just to see where he's at, and you can see where my progress is. It's not something I work on every day, so yeah, he has had a couple of days off of the canter work. Hello, you wake up please. But yeah, let's see where he's at. Okay, so I'm going to start with lunging to his left side here. I'm going to send him out quietly. And I got my big line here. It's a 33-foot lunge line, which makes a 66-foot circle, which means 20 meters, whether you're metric or feet. It's a very long lunge line, a lot to handle. But when I'm working on canter on a young horse, I want to do at least a 20-meter circle. My arena is 24 meters across, so I'm happy if he does a circle that's rail to rail. That's absolutely fine. I'm not worried about that. The only thing is if I ask him to canter, he canters. And if I ask him to maintain it, he can maintain it. With not only can he maintain it, but without stress. And I think that's the key here, not only for my safety. When I go to ask him to canter, stopping for poop break already, not only when I ask him to canter, I want him to be very quiet for me. When I do it, I can't afford any injuries in this body of mine. And then for him as well, I don't want him to be stressed when he's trying to carry a rider and learning to canter. There's no value in that, okay? I'm sure somebody could jump on him and canter him around. It's possible, but could they do it with relaxation and balance? That's the key to me. That's what's important. Good boy. And whoa. Excuse me. Where's my whoa button? No, it's not a change of direction. No. So, no. We already have a fail of the system. And whoa. Hi, how's it going? Waiting for him for a breath or a change, a feedback here of, you're okay. Can you walk on, please? You. And whoa. Good boy. That's better. A bit of blinking now. Or just because I said the C. Who authorized the trot? Thank you. I figured because it's nice. It's been really hot. So today's only 20. And I figured he might be a little bit frisky today, which should be fantastic to just see how I deal with a little freshness in a young horse. This is one of the ways. It's like, hello. I'm very happy that you'd like to go forward today and not be lazy and stuff, but I need to make sure that we have a dialogue of can you go and can we stop? And we'll my body language, my whip, my voice, my line, multiple signals here for stop. My body opening, my line moving forward, and then my whip reinforcing if need be to say yes, you can keep going. Good boy. And we'll much better. Okay, good job. That time he didn't turn in, that time it was relaxed. Walk on. And then change. Good. And then back out. Yes, you can go back out. Let's go. No, I didn't say trot. Well, I think we're going to be a little fresh. Good day for lunging. Perfect. Good boy. And we'll walk on. Good. Walk on. And you'll notice I shorten my line so I can be more effective. Aye. Walk on, please. Good boy. Hey, 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 hey. Nobody asked you to go. You can back up, please. Thank you. One more step. Thank you. Now I asked. So my energy, my intent, and then my physical communication. So my energy is thinking upward transition. My energy and my position changes to opening the door. And then my position of my hand and cue is go. Okay, so all of those things contribute to the go forward. Me just going from whoa to standing this way does not mean go. It just means I'm standing here ready. We're at the ready. Now my energy came up, my hand guided, lead rope engages with the cavesson very gently and says, yep, time to go. I don't want my horses making assumptions. And whoa. Also, I'm very conscious to make sure that I've been clear. Good. So I'm pointing my body. Yes, we're going to go forward. Thank you for waiting for instructions. Good boy. All right, so now we'll trot. And I'll start with some this continuous trot. Look and get the circle a little bit bigger. Can I move the shoulders out? And then give him a little cue to put his nose in. You can see a little bit of sass today, so I think we'll have a fun time cantering. Good day to ask for it. You can trot and poop. I've seen you do it. Just trying to keep it from being too messy for me to clean up. Good boy. I'm just asking him, look at me, but not the shoulder. Thank you. Good boy. Don't need you looking to the outside. Good. Outside of the circle, and then he finds balance there. Look at me. Look at me, but don't fall in. Hey, hey, hey. And you can keep trotting. I'm going to move that shoulder out on purpose. Point the whip at the shoulder. Keep trotting. Here close behind to say go. I'm going to bring him in the circle by pulling, stepping back, and then I'm going to drive him out of the circle. And then bring him in the circle. Good. No, we're not changing direction. Let's go. Keep moving forward. Come in, and then out. I'm not paying attention that well today. And then out. So I'm glad I lunged him first. Good, that's better. There we go. That's like a direct rein, bringing my horse in the circle. My indirect rein, pushing the horse out of the circle. In the circle, and out of the circle. And now that he's getting lighter with that, notice that he's starting to stretch. Because he's like, oh, I'm in balance. I freed up my shoulders. I'm using my hind legs. Great way to just get them aware. Keep moving forward. Oh, there's a sass. I wondered about that. Some sneaking in there. Okay, so there we go. That's always fun with a young one. Okay, that was a buck fart canter transition. This hand can't hang on to the rein very well, so I just made myself a knot. Oh, there's a little yeehaw again. All right, so now we're gonna deal with that. Pull nose, release. Wanted that trot to happen a little sooner. Canter. And there's another yeehaw. And then a trot transition. Good. Okay. Oh, another canter. And then a trot. And then a canter. I'm going to see if he can maintain it now for a couple of laps rather than doing transitions. So you see my whip is just encouraging, yeah, keep going. My hand is saying, hey, look to the inside. Oh, he does not like my saddle strings. Oh, well, I'm going to get used to the mud. All right, there we go. They're a thing. They've been on you since day one. There we go. It's 2 circles. I'm pulling the nose, releasing, pulling the nose, releasing, trying to remind him, hey, don't pull, okay? Don't pull on me. There's a couple of things I can do to fix that right now. I was working on maintain the trot, or the canter, sorry, so I let him be. I usually do a lot of changes when I pull on me. Changes of direction or changes of speed. There we go. That's a nice trot. I'm going to see if the camera's tracking me. There it is. And he picked up the wrong lead, which is okay. Just trot, please. Good boy. So I'm going to start working on this pulling that I'm not liking. Oh, there's some sass. Okay. Yeah, I have not seen this except last week once when it was also cool. He's usually so mellow. I think it's kind of funny, actually. Good boy, you're fine. This is more of a play rather than a fear thing, right? He's the only young horse here, so he's... My Sonador is 7, but he doesn't run around and play. His play is... No, you can keep going. You don't need to canter. You can just trot. Good boy. Okay. So I'll ask for multiple transitions into the canter and back down. We're disunited. Like I said, this is a little test I want to see is, can the horse go in and out of the canter multiple times without being disunited, gracefully, smoothly, and confidently, okay? Wrong lead. So that's either misfiring or wrong lead. Haven't got 3 in a row yet. There's 1. Good boy. And then a trot, please. Good. Nice. And a canter. Wrong lead. So we haven't still got 3 good ones in a row. Canter. Good boy. A little sassy fart. That's all right. Let him hold this lead for a little bit here. Can he hold the lead? Almost a circle. He broke on his own there. The left has taken some time to get. Good boy. Let's see if he can hold it. I'm just going to... No. Good boy. Let's see if we can hold it. That's why I got the longer line today. I wanted to see if we could get 2 circles without a lot of stress or too much speed. Speed also is a sign of loss of balance, which is also a sign of stress. And he says he just can't hold it. I don't want to push him too much because I'll just cause him to be worried. Good boy. All right. So ideally, from what I'm seeing today, I don't think... No, you can still trot. Today's not a day I'm going to start cantering him under saddle. I'd like to see him pop into it without the yeehaw. No, you can keep going. Thanks for checking in, though. Okay, we're going to change. No, that's not changing direction. This is changing direction. Good. I'm going to do a bunch of changes of direction. That also will help me with my liberty work, getting that draw, getting the bend, change. Good boy. Change. This way. My whip is telling you to keep moving. Not a boy. I'm going to draw back, change my whip, drive the shoulders, Change the direction. It's definitely a lot stickier from this way. This way. Oh, wow. Then you made a liar out of me. Good boy. And change. Keep hustling. We're not done. Atta boy. Keep you thinking and on your toes, man. So this is what I play with when they start leaning on me. So I'll let him cruise for a bit on a nice long line. As soon as I feel him pulling, I'll change direction. My saddle has slid way forward. I didn't have it as tight as I would for riding, and I see that it has really slid. Anyway, I'm sure that's desensitization happening right now. And then change. Good boy. Just pulling a little bit, so now it's a nice slack, soft line. That way, every time he pulls, he thinks draw in, right? So he's thinking curl in. Great correction. Do the opposite. They pull away, turn him in. Good boy. I think we're starting to find a brain. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Then change. Shoulders out. Good. Good boy. And then there he isn't pulling here, but just liking this softness. So I'm going to finish off with a few of these little figure eight type things. Starting to think about stretching, coming down emotionally. And his exciting canter work. I like that. Good boy. Hey. Change. And redirect. Hey, excuse me. That's a pretty obvious redirect. Can't wave my whip any louder, bud. That right eye is sticky still. So, change. This side's so smooth. And I'm sure it's partially me too. I'm not as quick, switching arms. But he does know what the answer is. So get out there. There you go. Pretty ambidextrous, sweetie. All right. A nice big trot happening. Change. Whip in the new hand. I got a lot of cleanup to do after this lunging session. Okay, and then change. And back out. A lot of time you were paying attention. Good boy. This is a very nice trot. Good boy. You can stretch all you need to, bud. And there we go. And walk. No, that's a wool. Thank you. He's like, oh, thank goodness. I don't think he's so fresh no more. No, you can keep walking. It's good for you. Yeah, you can walk. Good boy. And wool. Well, adjust that saddle and then I'll hop on. Do some cleanup here too. Hey, good boy. Put your head down, please. Thank you.